say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of Loveray and the home of the brave?
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Many of you have now heard the term stepped-up basis and it possibly being eliminated, which is very concerning. I encourage you to schedule your free 15-minute consultation with attorney Harlan Mitchell to find out what you can do to protect yourself and your family. Schedule your appointment with attorney Harlan Mitchell by calling 256-216-9884 or by going to bamaestateplanning.com. Do it today.
Would you like enhanced energy, better moods, less fatigue, help with allergies, better sleep, mental clarity, or just want improvement of your overall immune health and well-being? Do you need to recover from intense activities, workouts, or sports? Then IV therapy at the Drip Factor inside Trinity Medical Center is right for you. Our IV drips are filled with nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that will help your body replenish, restore, and achieve your wellness goals. For more information, visit trinity-medicalcare.com and schedule your appointment today at Trinity Medical Center, located at 500 Governors Drive.
Hello, my name is Christian Martinez. I'm a rising senior at Athens Bible School. My school is great because of the wonderful environment in which students can grow and flourish. We have great academics that include the University Preparatory Diploma and dual enrollment courses that lead to an associate's degree before high school graduation. All my teachers and the school's employees are Christians who are devoted to the welfare of students. We have an excellent student body, competitive sports program, and study the Bible first thing every day. It's a great place. Please consider joining us at ABS next year, or give that special child in your life the great opportunity I have.
Whether you're new to aviation or an experienced pilot looking to advance your skills, Go Vertical Aviation has you covered. With an excellent learning atmosphere and a staff committed to excellence in education, Go Vertical Aviation will customize a learning program just for you. For more information, go to goverticalaviation.com or call 256-412-5226. Be sure to follow Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Don't just go, go vertical.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta, Nashville, and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial. Hey everybody, this is Daryl Worley, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. Hey, step up and make a difference like he does.
Hey y'all, this is Jeff Foxworthy, and you can make a huge difference in somebody's life. You just may not have figured out how yet, and that's why you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi, this is Maggie Peterson. I played Charlene Darling on The Andy Griffith Show, and you are listening to The Mark White Show.
Hi folks, this is Ricky Skaggs, and you're listening to The Mark White Show.
Hello, I'm Gene Stallings, and this is The Mark White Show. Get off the sideline and get involved and make a difference in your community.
You are listening to The Mark White Show. My daddy is your host, Mark White.
Welcome to a Saturday edition of The Mark White Show. I am your host, Mark White, and I'm very excited about this show that we have today as we recognize difference makers. We do this every single day. We recognize difference makers in our communities and share their stories to encourage and inspire us all to make a difference ourselves. Now, if you follow The Mark White Show on Facebook and Instagram and even Twitter, you found out that The Mark White Show is now a partner with Go Vertical Aviation. They became a sponsor just this past week. April 1st was the official day of them becoming a sponsor of The Mark White Show. It shows that there are businesses out there who believe in the effort, and I appreciate Jason Evans for that as the owner of Go Vertical Aviation. Right now, I have Jason Evans on the line, and I'd like to welcome him to The Mark White Show. Welcome to The Mark White Show, Jason Evans.
Hey, Mark. Good to be with you.
Glad to have you. I'm very excited about this partnership. I'm excited about the sponsorship opportunity that we have through Go Vertical Aviation to help promote the work that you're doing and to also help to push the Mark White Show and the efforts that we're involved in.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Let's talk about the background. We sat for a while in a local restaurant in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, as we were discussing the partnership idea. You shared with me some background of Go Vertical Aviation, your background in being a pilot. It goes back to your dad. His legacy lives on through your work with Go Vertical Aviation.
Yeah, absolutely. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a good Christian home. Both my parents, gave me that drug problem everybody talks about. They drug me to church on Sunday morning, Sunday night, and drug me to church on Wednesday. And I'm grateful for that type of drug problem. But, they instilled in me some very good ethics, obviously, and just really exposed me to the Word of God and what it truly means to be a human being and to be an example here on the earth. And Dad always let that spill over, and my mom too. But Dad always let that spill over into his work life as well. Not that he just preached at people, but he lived by example. And I saw him live by example on a consistent basis, and that consistency is what really stands out to me. That word is something that we don't see lived out very much this day and time. So my main purpose is to try to live as consistent as I can. Any human being can. We're all faulted, but trying to keep that legacy of my father going, because his philosophy was pretty simple. If you really, truly want to be successful in life, you really have to concentrate on making other people successful in theirs. Because it's really not about me and my accomplishments, but it's about what I can help other people accomplish for themselves. And that's what true fulfillment comes, where you really truly get that fulfillment from, is seeing others succeed.
What was your dad's name, Jason?
Well, so it's funny story behind that, but my dad has an initial name, or had an initial name. We may get to this later, but I did lose my dad to cancer in 2012. But his name was J.W., just simple initials, J.W. And if we have time later, I'll give you a funny story about how they wouldn't let him back into the United States through customs one time because of the initial name. But so anyway, but yeah, J.W. Evans was his name, and his company was Evans Flying Service.
So as a kid, you watched your father with his flying service. How young were you? How far back can you think as a young person to your dad being in a plane and being a part of the flying service?
Wow. We all kind of can't remember past or earlier than 5 years old. So I would say, 4 or 5 years old, I could remember, being in an airplane with Dad. And, I tell everybody it's crazy, but I learned how to fly an airplane before I learned how to drive a car. So I remember as far back as anybody could remember their childhood being. And the funny thing is, if I'm not mistaken, his business, he worked for somebody else for a long time, flying for them. But Evans Flying Service was actually established in 1974, which coincidentally was the year that I was born. So as long as I can remember, I've been a part of a aviation family and saw how you truly are supposed to deal with people through that type of business.
It's very similar. I shared with you my cousin John David Trimble, and his father John worked for Eastern Airlines based in Atlanta, Georgia. That trickled down to John David, my cousin, when it came to flying. I'm sure that's a similar experience because it stays with you, and it's something that you either decide to carry on or it's something you don't do at all. It sounds like both you and my cousin have carried this on because of the impact of your dads.
Yeah, that's correct. I loved aviation from the time I knew what it was. Kind of didn't have a choice, I guess, being kind of dipped in it from birth. But it's like you said, there's some that it just doesn't kind of take to. My children right now aren't really interested in aviation. May change, you never know. But myself and my brother alike, we just absolutely love aviation. Not just because of our dad. I think it was just kind of a love that was instilled into us, I guess by birth. But really what impacted me the most, though, is when people talked about Dad, they quickly changed from his influence on them with aviation and the fact that he made them love aviation. But they quickly always turned to the fact that they made them realize and love life. Because Dad loved life, he loved people. And one of the things that stuck out to me the most, and one of the reasons why we do what we do at Go Vertical is, and I shared this with you at the restaurant, is his philosophy was whether it's an airplane or a human being, you always give them your best. You always put wind beneath their wings and help them to soar. And people that I always met, and it was a testimony when we had his viewing when he died of cancer in 2012. It was really a testimony to see the hundreds and hundreds of people that showed up from all around places that I had never heard of, states, that I never knew that he even reached. But, we had to stay overtime with the people coming through, and it wasn't because they loved the way he flew. It was because they loved the way that he made them feel about themselves, about life, and just gave them that positive outlook and the inspiration that he put into them. They just wanted to show gratitude. And I said, you know what? That's the kind of legacy, that I want to leave is that legacy of inspiration and impact that people will always remember.
And obviously, Jason, sometimes we don't realize the impact that a person that we care about directly had on others until they're no longer with us. And as you mentioned, you saw people who came and visited there at his visitation. You found out even more about your dad outside of what you knew and saw the connections and the relationships that your dad had made. And I think, of course, that only goes to reinforce what we're setting our path to do, to honor their legacy and say, you know what, this was a great person to me, but not only to me and my circle that I knew, but outside of my own circle, it expanded out to other people. And we can obviously do the same thing, Jason.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Mark, one of the reasons why I'm excited about partnering with you is because you simply see a need and you're not going to wait until one day to do it. You're doing it right now, despite what anybody else may think that whether you're a success or not with it. It's not, I see your heart and you're not about that. You're about helping other people, and that's why I'm excited about working with you, because you reflect the values that myself and what I hope Go Vertical really will hopefully shine out, and to really be an example to other people that, it's not about us, it's about helping other people. And I'm excited about our partnership.
Absolutely. And speaking about that partnership, Jason, if it's okay, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, let's talk about what you offer at Go Vertical Aviation. And we'll talk some more about your dad and how this has led you down this path to be the owner of Go Vertical Aviation, and to be able to share your love of aviation, your father's love of aviation, with others in the surrounding area. Will you stick with me?
Absolutely.
All right, folks. Right now we're talking to Jason Evans. He is the owner of Go Vertical Aviation, a brand new partner of the Mark White Show officially April 1st. It was no April Fool's joke, folks. It was for real. I'm excited about the opportunity to be able to take lessons, flying lessons from Go Vertical Aviation. I'm excited about this partnership that I now have with Go Vertical Aviation. I hope you'll stick with us as we continue to talk to Jason Evans with Go Vertical Aviation. You are listening to The Mark White Show, and I'm your host, Mark White.
A little wink, a pat on the back, a big old hug, a little laugh. We can make a difference. All we have to do is try. Yeah, every day's a chance to change somebody else's life. Let's all do something good today.
The best way to buy, sell, and experience land is with Jonathan Berryhill. For your farm, ranch, recreational, hunting, timber, and acreage needs, contact National Land Realty Professional Jonathan Berryhill at 256-874-7354 or email at jberryhill@nationalland.com. Be sure to follow Jonathan Berryhill with National Land Realty on Facebook. This is your land. Thompson Roofing and Construction is a locally owned family business serving the North Alabama and Southern Tennessee area. They are a Better Business Bureau A+ member since 2011 and a GAF Master Elite Contractor. Give them a call at 256-952-3309 or check them out on the web at 256roofing.com. They offer free inspections.
Thompson Roofing and Construction.
Is it time for a haircut? Go see my friends Philip Butler and B.H. Parker at Southwind Barbershop, located at 1637 Lee Street in Rogersville, Alabama. Give them a call at 256-247-5658. That's 256-247-5658.
Mr. Cecil Batchelor is the one that started this business as Dependable Service Center. And even though now it's Green's Dependable Hardware and we're a True Value store, our tagline is still Your Dependable Service Center. We've tried to keep that alive for all these years. Mr. Batchelor really started a good business. We're really excited to be carrying on a long-standing tradition. It's the oldest retail store in the city of Russellville. We're Green's Dependable Hardware, 15220A Highway 43 in Russellville, Alabama. We're right behind McDonald's or right across the street from the hospital. Number is 256-331-0123.
Your Dependable Service Center.
Hi, I'm Crystal Gale, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. And one smile can make a difference. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Someone loves you, I do.
He drives into the city, works extra hard all day. Finishes up early so he can get away. 'Cause there's a blue-eyed kid on second base, wants dad
Welcome back to a Saturday edition of the Mark White Show. I'm so glad that you could join us this Saturday morning. I hope that you're having a great day so far, and I hope that the Mark White Show can make it just a little bit better. As we talked about in the last segment, of course, we're recognizing difference makers in our communities and sharing stories to encourage and inspire us all to make a difference. I believe that one of the things that we can do is find common ground. We can find opportunities to come together, to unify, and make a difference together, and that's what we're here for. And one of the things that we talked about in the last segment with Jason with Go Vertical Aviation was his own father's legacy and how he impacted other people in his life and how that led Jason to doing what he's doing today, not just flying lessons, but connecting with people and giving them the wind underneath their wings. I like that. Jason Evans, welcome back to the Mark White Show.
Hey, good to be back.
I'm looking forward to taking my first lesson tomorrow on Sunday. Looking forward to that. I know that there are many things that go into flying, and I'm looking forward to all the different things. It's not just getting in a plane and taking off, but there are lessons to be learned and tools that I will need to be able to follow through with getting that private pilot's license.
Yeah, absolutely. Just kind of be prepared to be blown away, both in a very positive, exciting way, and also kind of like drinking from a fire hose type way. So I think you're just going to absolutely love it.
Well, you know, I've watched Go Vertical Aviation now, even before our partnership, when I would see people who are getting in the plane for the first time, family members, someone who loves them, gives them that gift of flying, and you share the pictures of these individuals, and some I've actually known who go up in the plane for the very first time, and they get that experience of being in the air. I don't know that everyone can put it into words. I was thinking as we were talking in the last segment, I really would like for you to share what it means to you to be up in the air, to be in a plane. What does it do for you, Jason, as an individual?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm so thankful for the Wright brothers because what this has turned into has been just a way of life for me. And I'm going to be honest with you, I really love flying, but what I love the most is watching someone else for the first time, as you mentioned, get in that airplane, get behind, with my instruction, of course, behind the yoke of the airplane in the pilot seat, and just see the smile begin to grow and grow as they continue to fly that airplane and realize, hey, I can do this. And I am flying a real life airplane right now, and just seeing the joy on their face, because that's what really excites me, is introducing other people to aviation and something that they never thought possible before, and making it possible. And that's what, that's the whole purpose behind Go Vertical, is to get people vertical, to show them that there is a higher way of going, not just in an airplane, but in life.
Speaking of life, it's interesting that we first met selling life insurance. I believe we started on the same day selling life insurance in Florence, Alabama. And so we had encountered each other, both feet firmly on the ground at the time. It is interesting how our paths crossed again in this way, because when we were talking and I mentioned Tortillas Blanco and the chips, and the light went off with you saying, did you work there in Florence? And we had that short time together. Now I really get to know you. We're going to be in a plane. We're going to be on the ground, and we're going to be talking about something that you love. We're going to be able to share that. And I'm excited about that because I enjoy being with people who are passionate about what they do. And I also appreciate people with big hearts who want to make a difference in the lives of others. And as I mentioned, to see the people who have gone up in the air with you, who are learning to fly, I see a lot of joy from those people, and I see the excitement in their faces. And also, as I look through the Facebook page and the Instagram and see those opportunities that people are taking, Christmas gifts or birthday gifts, it's an opportunity that some of these people only dreamt of, and then it becomes a reality. And I think that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, I have just been overwhelmed with the response to the Christmas gifts, the anniversary gifts, the birthday, and now I've gotten requests for graduation. It's just overwhelming because of the response of other people. And I don't advertise really because, I've just been blessed with a community of aviators both in the student realm and once they graduate from my program, that just go out and just simply share the awesome experience that they had, and then just it kind of is contagious from there. So just to see that from word of mouth and people just get excited about aviation again, because I grew up in an era where aviation was on the rise, but then kind of took another nosedive in the mid to late 80s, and I saw what aviation can be. And now we're back to a position now where people can realistically make this a viable career. And we've started the program at Phil Campbell High School, where we've had success there with sending our graduates to Auburn, and they enter into Auburn as an advanced student because of our program on the high school level. And we just are providing a path that gives them a real life, exciting career to do that, quite frankly, makes a lot of money at the same time. So it's kind of a win-win. But just being overwhelmed with the fact that people are catching on to the fact that aviation is actually doable, not just as a career, but it's very practical to use in your everyday life. Just a quick example, that's the only way my family and I travel. We've kind of traded in the nice cars for a nice airplane now, and just that's our way of getting about. Not on short trips, but when you can go to the beach between an hour and a half and 2 hours and spend the day at the beach and come home the same day and not have to have a hotel room and all that, and you spend a day at the beach, and it's just a little more than a drive to Huntsville.
Where did you go to high school, Jason?
So I was born and raised in the good town of Hamilton, Alabama, and graduated from Hamilton High School, which, if people don't know where that is, it's just south of Muscle Shoals on Highway 43, down south of Russellville that way. So graduated from there, and then, of course, from there went to college and ended up back in Russellville. And my now wife has a lot to do with the Russellville location, but I won't go into details there.
One of the things I was going to talk about, Jason, and mention is the fact that not only are you based out of Muscle Shoals and Russellville Airport, and then also now in Lawrenceburg, but then we go a little further south.
That is correct. So Hamilton is not an official location yet. However, that is my hometown, and they welcome me anytime. So we are unofficially at Hamilton. I am working on getting aircraft available there at Hamilton as we speak. But yes, as you mentioned, we are officially based at Russellville Airport in Russellville, Alabama, Muscle Shoals Airport, and Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
And of course, I found out about Go Vertical Aviation through my partnership with Boutique Air, and they fly out of Muscle Shoals. And when I saw those planes flying, and I thought, well, Jason Evans is giving lessons, maybe I could do that too. And so I'm excited about this opportunity to get to take lessons beginning tomorrow on Sunday. It's exciting for me, man. I'm very excited to be able to be a part of this, and I hope that others who are listening right now, if they're inspired to take flying lessons, that they will reach out to you. I'm really glad that those doors are opening for you, Jason, and you've also brought in some other people to help to train in flying lessons as well, correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. So hopefully very soon we'll be able to introduce you, which she's already working, to Caitlin. Caitlin is very well qualified as well, and just a great instructor. Everybody just loves her, and I'll introduce you personally as well to her, and you may be flying with her some. But she has been a godsend to me, and I'm looking forward to seeing her really take off with all of her students as well. A lot of exciting things happening at Go Vertical, and one of the most exciting things is watching these students have their first solo flight, their first cross-country flight, and of course, the ultimate, getting their pilot license for the first time. And there's a lot of that going to be going on in the next few months. So if you like seeing people accomplish their dreams and like seeing really cool stuff, just check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and of course our our website, and there's a lot of students. Yeah, they're right on the verge. We've got several students that's right there. Unfortunately, weather over the last few months has really put us behind a little bit, but those guys have really taken the bull by the horns and kind of regrouped, and we've got several students that's on the cusp of accomplishing big things, whether it be a solo flight, their first solo cross country, or the ultimate, getting their pilot license for the first time. And it's really exciting stuff that's coming along in the next couple of months.
I guess one of the questions, Jason, would be for people who go at various levels. There's some people who might move along faster than others, who might move to these next steps quicker than others. Do you have a plan for people, even the ones who might go a little slower, to tailor this to where someone fits in their skill level or their abilities to be able to navigate, even if someone wanted to take it very slowly?
Sure, yeah. We customize a training regiment, if you will, for each individual. We are not a rigid school where you just have to fit into a certain mold. We tailor a program that's specifically for you and fits your needs, both monetary and time-wise. We do also offer financing if that's something that you want to do. We do it flight-by-flight basis, or you can purchase a package. We just are very, very flexible, because one of the things I realized when I was getting all of my certifications is, as well, you got to have two things, and that's time and money. So I wanted to create a program that was very fluid and flexible on people's time and money, so that they truly could pursue their dreams and do it successfully.
Going back to your dad, J.W. Evans, and what he means to you, that's one of the things that you wanted to share through our partnership, was the importance of your dad when it comes to Go Vertical Aviation. I do want to dedicate this show to your dad, Jason. I want to recognize him and the impact that he had on your life. I know I'm able to do that through this show and honor my grandparents who raised me, my dad, who also died of cancer in 2016. It makes us feel better to know that there's something that we're doing that's keeping their legacy alive, that although they're no longer with us, there is something about what they did while they were here that carries on. I want you to know that I appreciate you stepping into this role and taking on Go Vertical Aviation and doing it in honor of your dad and continuing his legacy. I know that that means a lot to your family, and it means a lot to the people who are impacted by you because of what your father meant to you, Jason.
Well, I appreciate that, Mark. It really means a lot, because he was a huge, huge influencer in my life, both in the past and in the present, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely. We want people to go to Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, and then also LinkedIn, and also on Instagram. Follow Go Vertical Aviation, and also if you'd like to reach out to Jason through email, you can email Jason at jason@goverticalaviation.com. You can give him a call at 256-412-5226. And also check out the website. There's a lot of information there for you, as Go Vertical provides a flight school that offers high-quality professional flight instruction, ground instruction, pilot services, aircraft rentals, and aviation products at an affordable price. So go check out goverticalaviation.com. And Jason Evans, I'm glad that you could join me today as we get ready for my very first flight tomorrow. And I appreciate you and Go Vertical Aviation, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow and being together with you.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, and I'm very excited for you as well. I think you're just going to absolutely love it.
We appreciate Jason Evans joining us here on the Mark White Show today. When we come back, we're going to have Kyla Carter with Kyla's Korner, and she's going to share about the people that we surround ourselves with, the importance of surrounding ourselves with big-hearted people and people who are difference makers, just like Jason Evans with Go Vertical Aviation. You are listening to The Mark White Show, and I'm your host, Mark White.
Special kind of hero. No ordinary hero. Talking about a hero. Special kind
If you like hickory smoked ribs that fall apart at the slightest pull, or barbecue shoulders that are so slow smoked each tender bite melts in your mouth, then you are going to love Baby Jack's Barbecue. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett and Arlington. Try the barbecue chicken, beef brisket sandwich, barbecue potato, it is huge, or the Baby Jack Trio, pork, turkey, or beef brisket sliders. You like wet ribs? They like dry ribs. Get one slab that has them both. Catering? Baby Jack's can feed a family or an army. Drive in, drive through, order online, or come in and set a minute. Baby Jack's Barbecue in Bartlett at Highway 70 in Appling, or in Arlington at Highway 70 just a block west of 385.
He's got a cold, nothing to worry about.
Just need a couple of stitches.
Your COVID rapid test is negative.
Oh boy, X-ray shows it's broken.
Trust Trinity Medical Care when you need urgent care or routine medical care. Walk-ins are welcome, or let Trinity help you virtually with telemedicine. Visit trinity-medicalcare.com for more information and follow them on Facebook. Trinity Medical Care, where your care comes first. Located on Governor's Drive and South Parkway.
Hello, my name is Christian Martinez. I'm a rising senior at Athens Bible School. My school is great because of the wonderful environment in which students can grow and flourish. We have great academics that include the University Preparatory Diploma and dual enrollment courses that lead to an associate's degree before high school graduation. All my teachers and the school's employees are Christians who are devoted to the welfare of students. We have an excellent student body, competitive sports program, and study the Bible first thing every day. It's a great place. Please consider joining us at ABS next year, or give that special child in your life the great opportunity I have.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Losing a loved one is hard, but losing a loved one and not having an estate plan is even harder. Attorney Harlan Mitchell witnessed what not having an estate plan can do to families and decided to use his experience to do something about it. I encourage you to go to BamaEstatePlanning.com or give Harlan Mitchell a call at 256-216-9884. Again, that website is BamaEstatePlanning.com. Let Harlan Mitchell help you with estate planning. Do it for those you love, and do it today. Whether you're new to aviation or an experienced pilot looking to advance your skills, Go Vertical Aviation has you covered. With an excellent learning atmosphere and a staff committed to excellence in education, Go Vertical Aviation will customize a learning program just for you. For more information, go to goverticalaviation.com or call 256-412-5226. Be sure to follow Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Don't just go. Go vertical.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta, Nashville, and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week, with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
Hi, everybody. This is DJ Thomas. You know, raindrops may be falling on your head, but on Kyla's Korner, she's living life sunny side up.
His bed, nothing seems to fit.
I'm not your average puzzle piece. I don't give in or give up. I'll always know that I'm enough. I'm not your average puzzle piece or the perfect picture. I don't just fit in with the crowd. I stand out. I don't just go with the trends. I've got my own style. You can see me coming from a mile. I'm not your average puzzle piece. Welcome to Kyla's Corner. I'm Kyla Carter, and I hope to inspire you to spread positivity, happiness, and kindness through these segments. I live my life sunny side up, and I hope you can too. Have you ever thought about the type of people you surround yourself with? Throughout life, we will meet many people. Some we may never see again. Some will stay for a while, and others will impact or even change the direction of the path in our lives and the decisions that we make. Therefore, it is important to recognize the ones that are there to help, support, and love, and it is equally important
to avoid hanging out with ones who have a negative impact on you. I have always been told, for as long as I can remember, find the people with the big hearts, Kyla. My mom would always reference the movie How the Grinch Stole Christmas when talking about this metaphor. She would say, Kyla, you don't want to surround yourself with the green, pot-bellied, feline-faced Grinches of the world who are bitter and foul-tempered, because those people are the ones with hearts that are 2 sizes too small. Her intention was always to teach me that who you surround yourself with is who you become or aspire to become. And I have come to learn that she was right. When your heart is big and you spread that kindness to those around you, you inspire, lead, and become everybody's cheerleader. This lesson was important, and therefore I am very careful who I let into my life. I want to pass this lesson on and encourage you to really think about who you have surrounded yourself with, because these are the people that influence your mood, how you view the world, and even how you view yourself. Are they respectful to themselves and others around them? Do you feel happy when you're with them? Are they positive, uplifting, and joyful? Do they surround themselves with positive, inspiring, and confident people? I am often asked how I remain so positive. My answer is simple. I surround myself with friends, family, fans, and a team of coaches and mentors that are just like me. Learn from those that are already successful. Be thankful for the teachers and mentors in your life who have encouraged you and taught you something you will never forget, and pass that knowledge on to others. Eliminate the people that are negative, jealous, and hateful. Be with the people who push you to be better, the ones that motivate you. If you do not have these type of people in your life, then find them. Don't stay in a circle of mediocrity wondering what could have been. It is okay to step away from negative relationships. Live happy, be inspired by others, love yourself enough to find people with the big hearts. And always, try to live life, as I do, sunny side up. I'm Kyla Carter, and you're listening to The Mark White Show. Stay unique and find a way to make a difference that doesn't just impact you, but impacts others around you.
Hey guys, this is Quentin Aaron. I wanted to tell you guys about my friend True Hayden in need of a bone marrow transplant. So we're going to have a bone marrow drive in Huntsville, Alabama. I want you to stay tuned for information from my friend Mark White of The Mark White Show.
Thank you, Quentin. As Quentin said, the Be True Bone Marrow Drive is to save the life of 8-month-old True Amore Hayden. The Be True Bone Marrow Drive will take place April 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Rock Family Worship Center, located at 3401 Holmes Avenue Northwest in Huntsville, Alabama. You're not only helping True Hayden, but others in the community who need a bone marrow transplant as well. We hope you'll make plans to join us. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the Make a Difference Minute replay, where we play Make a Difference minutes from the past week. Welcome to another edition of the Make a Difference Minute from the Mark White Show, where we're sharing stories to encourage and inspire.
Experience the difference at Athens Bible School. The vision and purpose is to provide each student a quality education in a Christ-centered environment to develop the whole person spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially in safe and supportive surroundings. The solid biblical foundation permeates learning and culture in the classrooms and every extracurricular activity.
This is the Make a Difference Minute
from the Mark White Show.
On this Make a Difference Minute, I have founder and executive director of Turner's Heroes, Cody Markle. The organization was founded in honor of Turner Cockrell, who was a friend and teammate at Vanderbilt University with Cody.
He was diagnosed with melanoma in the fall of our sophomore year, went through treatment over the course of almost exactly a year from his diagnosis. He passed away in the fall of our junior year. Appreciate Sydney over at Open Hands Overflowing Hearts. We've just kind of, stayed in contact, being similar organizations in a similar area of the country. In terms of how you can support us, if you follow us on social media, you'll kind of see all the things we're doing. And we do have a second half of what we're doing with Will, and during the month of May is a fundraiser to try to raise money for our third Discovery grant. So definitely stay tuned to that. We're going to have some cool things going on, especially if you're into golf. We're going to have some fun stuff going on that end. We're always looking to, partner with new schools and universities, connecting children's hospitals and student athletes and regular students as well, and giving them leadership experience and fundraising and setting up events and that type of thing. And we're always looking for new partners and schools to work with, and spreading the word about Turner's story and pediatric cancer awareness and that type of thing. So if you check any of those boxes, always feel free to email me at cody@turnersheroes.org. You can visit our website, turnersheroes.org. Any of our social medias, just stay connected. I hope that we are able to continue to support patients and make them feel like the heroes they are.
Be sure to follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. Welcome to another edition of the Make a Difference Minute from The Mark White Show, where we're sharing stories to encourage and inspire.
Would you like enhanced energy, better moods, less fatigue, help with allergies, better sleep, mental clarity, or just want improvement of your overall immune health and well-being? Do you need to recover from intense activities, workouts, or sports? Then IV therapy at the Drip Factor inside Trinity Medical Center is right for you. Our IV drips are filled with nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that will help your body replenish, restore, and achieve your wellness goals. For more information, visit trinity-medicalcare.com and schedule your appointment today at Trinity Medical Center, located at 500 Governors Drive.
This is the Make a Difference Minute
from the Mark White Show.
On this Make a Difference Minute, I have student athlete Maggie Sullivan, who is the president of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee at the University of North Alabama in Florence, Alabama.
When I was inducted and I asked the student athletes themselves, I said, let's brainstorm and let's think what COVID-safe ideas we could do as student athletes, and they came up with these ideas on their own, actually, so it was really cool to see them do that. I was inducted as president this semester. So this semester, what we've done is around Valentine's Day, we made Valentine's cards for our local hospital as athletes, and every team, a representative dropped it off at the hospital. So that was a good opportunity. And then here recently, we've had a canned food / food pantry drive for our local food pantry here on campus. So that's been really cool to see our student athletes come out and participate in that. It's been very interesting trying to find ways that are COVID safe to participate in as a student athlete committee. But we've been able to find a few opportunities here in our community. It's been very interesting trying to figure that out. But I say we've done a good job of that so far and can't wait to see what else we do in the future. I think SAC and the things we're doing in SAC are a great way to just give back to the community and honestly make ourselves feel a little better by helping others.
We appreciate the great work of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee at the University of North Alabama. The Mark White Show is proud to be the official difference-making partner of UNA Athletics. If you have a suggestion for the Make a Difference Minute, send it to themarkwhiteshow@gmail.com. Be sure to follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. Welcome to another edition of the Make a Difference Minute from The Mark White Show, where we're sharing stories to encourage and inspire.
Mr. Cecil Batchelor is the one that started this business as Dependable Service Center. And even though now it's Green's Dependable Hardware and we're a True Value store, our tagline is still Your Dependable Service Center. We've tried to keep that alive for all these years. Mr. Batchelor really started a good business. We're really excited to be carrying on a long-standing tradition. It's the oldest retail store in the city of Russellville. We're Green's Dependable Hardware, 15220A Highway 43 in Russellville, Alabama. We're right behind McDonald's or right across the street from the hospital. Number is 256-331-0123.
Your Dependable Service Center.
This is the Make a Difference Minute
from the Mark White Show.
On this Make a Difference Minute, we have Justin Willis to talk about a fishing tournament that will be taking place on May the 8th for 10-year-old Maddie Bishop, who's currently fighting stage 4 Ewing sarcoma.
Me and her father grew up together.
We fish together as partners now. Once he told me he wasn't going to be able to fish to take care of her, which is very understandable. Well, I thought I would do what I could do to help him out, on money side.
Man, it's so important that every business out there, every person that can be a part of this effort dives in and helps this family right now. And I know we've just got the ball rolling on this fishing tournament, and there are some amazing opportunities right now for businesses, for individuals, for families to sponsor and be a part of this fishing tournament.
Yes, sir. Either they can contact me by my phone number, which is 205-485-4519. None of this money will go to me. It was all to them. You don't have to pay till you show up at the ramp, which is at Twin Forks Boat Ramp on Upper Bear is the lake in Bear Creek, Alabama.
If you would like to be a part of the fishing tournament, or if you're out of the area and just would like to support the family, give Justin a call at 205-485-4519. Again, that's 205-485-4519. I want Maddie to know that the Mark White Show is in her corner, and we're here cheering you on as you battle stage 4 Ewing sarcoma. If you have a suggestion for the Make a Difference Minute, send it to themarkwhiteshow@gmail.com. Be sure to follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. Welcome to another edition of the Make a Difference Minute from The Mark White Show, where we're sharing stories to encourage and inspire. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Losing a loved one is hard, but losing a loved one and not having an estate plan is even harder. Attorney Harlan Mitchell witnessed what not having an estate plan can do to families and decided to use his experience to do something about it. I encourage you to go to BamaEstatePlanning.com or give Harlan Mitchell a call at 256-216-9884. Again, that website is BamaEstatePlanning.com. Let Harlan Mitchell help you with estate planning. Do it for those you love, and do it today. This is the Make a Difference Minute
from the Mark White Show.
Tina and Mark Hudson are in the process of adoption themselves, and we're looking forward to helping them through their special effort called For the Love of Learning and Adoption, which also helps other families who are interested in adopting through Sacred Selections.
We have been with the organization Sacred Selections for almost a year. I think it'll be a year in June. And they are an organization that helps provide help for families who are trying to adopt. And we have been watching other fundraisers for a while and trying to think, okay, what are our talents? What can we do? And I thought, you know what? I've got a background as an educator. I taught elementary school for about 6 years, 4 years special education, 2 years regular education, and then I received my doctorate at the University of Kentucky in teacher education and had been in higher ed for about 10 years. So as we prepare to become parents, I'm now a homemaker, and I'm wanting to use my talents to help Sacred Selections, not just to fund our own adoption, but hopefully this auction that we're getting ready to do will help other families as well. And I love working in learning materials and hopefully can use my talents and efforts to use these items and stuff, not just to promote learning, but also to help fund adoptions. Try to find us if you're interested on Facebook, For the Love of Learning and Adoption, or look me up, Tina Hudson, and I should be able to, you can friend me on Facebook and I can add you to the group, or you can go to the group and be added there. If you're interested, please share the word. It's April 19th through the 24th. Please check out our page. We would love to grow. Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to talk about our fundraiser and also Sacred Selections and our efforts to adopt.
Be sure to follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. Welcome to another edition of the Make a Difference Minute from The Mark White Show, where we're sharing stories to encourage and inspire. Whether you're new to aviation or an experienced pilot looking to advance your skills, Go Vertical Aviation has you covered. With an excellent learning atmosphere and a staff committed to excellence in education, Go Vertical Aviation will customize a learning program just for you. For more information, go to goverticalaviation.com or call 256-412-5226. Be sure to follow Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Don't just go, go vertical.
This is the Make a Difference Minute
From the Mark White Show.
On this Make a Difference Minute, I have Mike Reese and Neil Fettner with Operation Save Teens.
When we do Save Teens, we tell them, in the old days, you would have kids that experimented with things, and for the most part, they got by with it because there weren't very many things at that time that they could try one time and cause instant death. And we know in the last several years, things have changed. There are things you can use one time and you can die from it. While we're talking about tianeptine or any of the drugs, they're selling them in convenience stores, and absolutely parents have no idea. For the most part, we pay for our gas at the pump, but high school and junior high school kids go into convenience stores every day. They are inundated when they walk through that door at what we call point of sale, where it's hitting them between the eyes. We beg parents, go in and see for yourself what is out there.
The most precious resources that we have in America are our children. And our children, they're the way, they're the future. We have to do everything we can as parents, school leaders, law enforcement, civilian employees to protect and remove the obstacles that our kids have. And that's how I approach this with Operation Save Teens. I'm very fortunate to be part of this program that's educated over 300,000 kids over the last 20 years. We tell the stories of the impact on the families and the collateral damage that happens when a kid falls into a situation and they experiment with something that they don't really know or understand. Operation Save Teens can be reached by emailing us at operationsaveteens@gmail.com, or you can visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/OST2001AL.
Be sure to follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. This is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today. Whether you're new to aviation or an experienced pilot looking to advance your skills, Go Vertical Aviation has you covered. With an excellent learning atmosphere and a staff committed to excellence in education, Go Vertical Aviation will customize a learning program just for you. For more information, go to goverticalaviation.com or call 256-412-5226. Be sure to follow Go Vertical Aviation on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn.
Don't just go, go vertical.
Boutique Air in Muscle Shoals, Alabama offers direct flights to Atlanta, Nashville, and Pensacola. Boutique Air service runs twice daily, 7 days a week, with fares starting at $59. Follow Boutique Air Muscle Shoals on Facebook at Boutique Air MSL and book your flight through boutiqueair.com. Boutique Air,
where you can fly private for the cost of commercial.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the legal services performed by other lawyers. Many of you have now heard the term stepped-up basis and it possibly being eliminated, which is very concerning. I encourage you to schedule your free 15-minute consultation with attorney Harlan Mitchell to find out what you can do to protect yourself and your family. Schedule your appointment with attorney Harlan Mitchell by calling 256-216-9884 or by going to bamaestateplanning.com. Do it today.
Hello, my name is Christian Martinez. I'm a rising senior at Athens Bible School. My school is great because of the wonderful environment in which students can grow and flourish. We have great academics that include the University Preparatory Diploma and dual enrollment courses that lead to an associate's degree before high school graduation. All my teachers and the school's employees are Christians who are devoted to the welfare of students. We have an excellent student body, competitive sports program, and study the Bible first thing every day. It's a great place. Please consider joining us at ABS next year, or give that special child in your life the great opportunity I have.
Once again, we appreciate Jason Evans with Go Vertical Aviation for joining us here on the Mark White Show today. We also appreciate Kyla Carter in a brand new episode of Kyla's Corner. For those in the North Alabama, Southern Tennessee area, I do want to remind you about the Be True Bone Marrow Drive, which is taking place next Saturday, April the 17th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Rock Family Worship Center. That's located at 3401 Holmes Avenue Northwest, Huntsville, Alabama. I hope that you'll join us as we work to save the life of 8-month-old True Hayden and others who need bone marrow transplants in our community. I would also like to congratulate Lurie Murray Freeman, the winner of the $20 gift card for her and her daughter, Ashley Crandall, who she says works very hard and deserves a free night of not having to cook. So congratulations to Lurie and Ashley on winning gift cards from Lawler's Barbecue. Here on The Mark White Show, we are recognizing difference makers and sharing their stories to encourage and inspire us all to make a difference where we can. I hope that you'll share it with your friends, your neighbors, and your family. Let them know about The Mark White Show and what we're doing to make a difference in our community. I hope that you'll subscribe to The Mark White Show podcast via TuneIn Radio, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Audio Boom, SoundCloud, Blueberry, or on YouTube. I also encourage you to follow The Mark White Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also on LinkedIn. You have been listening to a Saturday edition of The Mark White Show, and this is Mark White encouraging you to find your purpose by making a difference in someone's life today.
Well, let's all do something good.